Okay, so I was doing a training session with Kim in our office last week, and she asked the question, what is the difference between DA plans, construction plans, and structural drawings? Now, in that training session, I came up with what I personally think is a great analogy to answer this question. So I thought, hey, why don't I use this week's video to share that analogy with you guys? And hopefully the design professionals out there can kind of repurpose it when answering the same question that they get from their mum and dad clients. So the analogy I gave here related to drawing a human. So what I said is you need to imagine that the first layer, the DA plans, is basically drawing the general outline, the general external appearance. So let's say for argument's sake, you're going to say female, tall, average build, medium length, dark hair, something like that. Like I said, the general external appearance. Now, depending on the site constraints, you may need to get specific on certain aspects. So let's say, for example, you're in the TBC overlay, we're going to say, hey, it's going to be a top-heavy design. So we're going to be bigger up top and have a smaller booty down the bottom. Or if your site is flood affected, you're going to put some heels on that lady because you want to lift her up higher. Now, when you get to the construction drawings, that takes that level of detail to a next level. So it gets really fine-grained on exactly what this human's going to look like. So you sit there and say, okay, we said tall. What does tall mean? Well, in this instance, tall means 178 centimeters. Said average build. What does average build mean? Well, average build, let's go 70 kilos. Now, we're also going to look at eye color, eye shape, exact hair color, exact hair length, all of that sort of stuff. Then, when you get to the structural drawings, that focuses internally. So then we're looking at what's actually required to keep this human upright. So the structural engineer is going to go, okay, we said 70 kilos, we said 178 centimeters. Okay, based on that combination, all of these other factors, we need to make sure that the humerus, it's this length and this width. And then, okay, the tibia, it needs to be this length and this width, etc., etc. So what's required to hold that human of that size up at the end of the day? And then all of that information comes together and goes off to the certifier for approval. So yeah, in short, DA drawings focus externally on the general appearance. Construction drawings go real fine-grained on the exact details of that drawing. And then the structural drawings go internal and focus on what's required bone-wise to hold that structure up. Hopefully that helps you guys. Anyway, that covers off everything I want to talk about today, as I always like to say. Until next time, thanks for watching.
For all you red tape lovers out there, I have one thing to say. Well, no, actually, I've got three. Number one, the advice provided in these videos is general in nature. It's not site-specific. You would be a silly Billy to go and make financial decisions based on this advice without first checking with the town planner. Don't be a silly Billy. Number two, Brisbane town planning is in no way linked to Brisbane City Council. The views expressed in these videos are my own, not council's. So if you don't like them, blame me, not council. Number three, what was my number three? Oh yeah, the views expressed in these videos are accurate at the time of recording. If you're watching this video back 10 years from now, the views may not be so accurate. That's all.